Hey guys, Tanner here. This is day 9 of the 75 Hard Challenge, and I just want to let you know that I've gotten both my workouts in, I read my pages, and I just have 20 ounces of water left to do. And then I haven't taken my progress pic yet, but I'm going to take it right after this video. I just want to hop in the shower and, I don't know, feel refreshed before I take it, sort of thing. But I am making this video a little earlier in the day because I wanted to give some time so I could talk about the last book that I just finished. And I'm going to do that for you guys. So the last book I just read was Everyone Communicates, Few Connect by John C. Maxwell. This is what it looks like. And this was a really good book. I enjoyed reading it. It was, so basically, if you're looking for a book about how to speak to people, how to communicate with people one-on-one, in groups, and with audiences, if you were giving a presentation to a bunch of people, this is a good book for that. It goes in depth. He's got really good stories, and it allows you to get a better understanding because it makes it more relatable for you in a sense. And I really enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to be using the techniques that were discussed in this for when I'm giving presentations to future practice members in our clinic and just working with people one-on-one. I can definitely use some tips, but I think it was more geared towards not so much one-on-one stuff. I'd say it's more for groups and giving like a talk to an audience or something like that. I'd say for one-on-one stuff, the one I would recommend more would be How to Influence People and Win Friends. I think that's what the title is. I might have messed that up backwards, but I had read that one just before this. I thought that one was a little better for one-on-one style communicating. But I took notes while I was reading, and I want to read you some of my favorite things from the Everyone Communicates, Few Connect. So the first one is, a feature is a fact or quality about you or your company, the products you sell, or the idea you're advocating. By contrast, a benefit is how that fact or quality will help your audience. When you seek to persuade, it is never enough to present the feature of what you are selling. Every feature must always be translated into a benefit. Whereas the future may be irrelevant to the needs or interests of your audience, the benefit, by definition, is always relevant. So I like that one. The next one was, business goes where it wants to, but it stays where it's appreciated. I really like that one. I think that one's a good one. Business goes where it wants to, but it stays where it's appreciated. Kind of getting at, being grateful for what you have. So I've got some allergies. The next one is, a list used to prepare for a meeting. Who are they? Who do they care about? Where do they come from? When did they decide to attend? Why are they here? What do I have that I can offer them? And how do they want to feel when we conclude? So that was more of just tips on what to consider when you're making your presentation. This next one, leadership takes an almost bottomless supply of verbal energy. Working with the phones, staying focused on your message, repeating the same mantra until you can't stand the sound of your own voice, and then repeating it some more, because just when you start to become bored witless with the message, it's probably just starting to seep in to the organization. I like that one. That one, to me, it speaks that you got to keep saying your message, keep putting your message out there. Even when you're sick of it, just keep doing it, because it's gonna start sinking into some people, and you might not even know that it is, but you just gotta trust the process. Okay, this one says, if we hear only a single story about another person or country, we risk a critical misunderstanding. Why? Because we may assume that it tells the whole story about that person or country, and we close our minds to learning more about them. What happens then? It becomes difficult to find common ground. That one's super true. First time you say something, it's heard. The second time, it's recognized. And the third time, it's learned. So kind of just a thing I remember that part of the book. Just if there's something really important, repeat it up to those 3 times so they can learn it. Management is about persuading people to do things they do not want to do, while leadership is about inspiring people to do things they never thought they could. I really like that one. I'm definitely on board with that. Instead of, telling people, giving people orders, be a leader and inspire them to do things that they didn't think they could. Now, this next one is people will not always remember what you said, what you did, but they would. Okay, let me start over. People will not always remember what you said or what you did, but they will always remember how you made them feel. So true. So true, and I think that's, especially in customer service industries, that's a big one. And the last one I have here is wisdom is knowing the right path to take, and integrity is taking it. So those are my little snippets that I got from the book. I'll be reading this book again. It was one of those books that you pick up quite a bit the first time, but the second time there'll be a lot more that I can pick up on. So if you guys have any questions for me ever, feel free to put them in the comments. I know this is going to be a longer video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I thought it was kind of fun doing something a little different for you guys. So I hope you guys have a great evening, and I will see you guys all tomorrow.